So why did you have to watch that first clip? Why did you have to? Well, let me tell you. Because that encounter was off to a great start. Wouldn't you agree? A great start. And then, guy just in the rocks, just, watching the entire thing. But also, that encounter was played right before this one. And I was such in a hurry to be like, bruh, I need to get a video out so I can go to bed. I forgot to equip a weapon. Welcome to Daylight Field Hunting, people. The map where you're supposed to take out a rifle, if not a sniper rifle. Because, the map is long range. But what happens when you take out no rifle? Hell, what happens when you take out no weapon at all? Then that's when things get a bit dicey. People, what you're about to witness is me reverting my save game, if you want to, if you're a gamer, reverting my save game back to chapter 1 when I have pretty much nothing. I say pretty much because thankfully I at least remember to equip my loadout. Loadout being radiation grenade, frag grenade, mortar strike, and heals. At least I have that much. But as far as primary weapon, I have none. But that changes right as I find an IZH-43, a shotgun that I have never, ever used. But that's when I hear fireworks in my right ear. And you see, I'm so focused on finding a good weapon that I don't pay attention. When, in all reality, I should be paying attention. Because there's a guy right there. Tell me you don't have heals without telling me you don't have heals. You take one hit from a shotgun and start running away. Yeah, blood in the water, understatement. But also, folks, that was hella satisfying. Not him dying, but, I don't know. That one kill just hit a little bit different. And, I think I hear somebody. Okay, we went from IZH-43 to VZ-58P, and now we got a choice between the M16 and the VZ-58P. What do you think I'm going to take? And also, this guy just so happened to have an ADR. Now, I've not taken an ADR onto field cutting as of late, but in the right scenarios, it can work on this map. Notice how I say in this map. Now, you seen at the start of the video, I put some radiation on that airdrop. So, where is this guy headed to? And you know what I mean by this guy, right? I mean the dude who was clearly flashing on the map for everyone to see and for everyone to kill. Myself included. Which is why I'm running straight down this hill trying to find a man. And I find him. Just a second too late. Because when I shoot, he dies. Again. Rewind the video. I shoot like a second before he dies. And in case you don't know, even though I myself went to a comm station and I myself said, radiate the airdrop please, And the game said, okay, we can do that. The guy picks up the airdrop and runs with the airdrop that I put radiation on. That's not my kill. I know, crazy, but it's not. Don't believe me? Keep watching the video. So, clearly, something else has grabbed my attention. And what is that, you might ask? The barred house. And that house is, or I guess it was behind me. Now it's in front of me. People, whenever I get notification of the barred house, I always count down from 60. Because a viewer told me that it takes roughly a single minute for the safe to open. Which means past 60, if not around 65, somebody should be running out the barred house. Should be running out the barred house. But if they stay in the barred house, well... People, I tell you no lie, I tell you no fib, I tell you no story. My life flashed before my eyes when that raincoat was standing dead in front of me, just spraying and praying with that damn assault rifle. Cause you know, the bullshit in this game, where like, a guy can have an accurate ass assault rifle, point blank range, and yet somehow will kill you. Well, I mean, I get it, point blank range, but it's a fucking inaccurate assault rifle. I was really expecting for a random ass bullet to crest my head and die. That's what I was expecting. But, you know, good old fashioned ADR. I wasn't expecting for the guy to, like, keep walking. I was expecting him to, like, walk and then turn to his right, not to his left. But then again, why would he turn to his right when a grenade came from his left? Because I threw it from his left. You know, it was just my bad positioning. I really thought he was going to either sit in that house for the entire damn match or do anything different. But in any case, he's gone. Now, if anything has taught me anything, that sounds very...
Airdrop incoming. Get ready.
That sounded vague. Let me retry that. If this game has taught me anything about flashing airdrops, it's that you keep your eye on a flashing airdrop, because it's not just you who sees it, it's everyone who sees it. And not everyone has the same sense of danger that you do. People can be blissfully ignorant. Okay, I'm gonna go on a relatable tangent here. Have you ever watched, I don't remember what Shrek it was, but Shrek and Donkey were in the woods, and somebody was trying to capture them. Maybe it was Fairy Godmother. But in any case, Shrek and Donkey were in the woods, and Donkey spotted some like waffles on a plate on a tree stump. And Donkey was like, "Oh, waffles! Let me go ahead and get that! Boy, I'm hungry!" And there goes Shrek. Donkey, hold on now. There is a perfectly warm, syrupy, buttery waffle meal in the middle of the woods in broad daylight in the open on a tree stump with a fork in it. Let me say that one more time. There is a plate of waffles in the woods in broad daylight in the open. And you're gonna run up there and get it. Donkey's like, "Yep, I'm hungry." You see what I'm trying to say here? Like, that flashing airdrop is the plate of waffles in the surrounding area, aka if your content is the woods. And some poor soul will walk right up to the airdrop and be like, "Ooh, free airdrop, don't mind if I do." Pick it up and start walking, not realizing the entire time they're being watched. If not, they're being tracked on the map. even though the game explicitly says, yeah, you're being tracked. You might want to get the fuck out. Uh, yeah, seen it happen, recorded it happen, and stood there and watched people as they did that. So there's that. Which is why I'm over here right now, radiation grenade in hand. Because if someone picks it up from his box, cool. But it's the same thing. Like, if you pick it up from the damn airdrop package, sure, it's going to take a lot longer. Those are gunshots. Sure, it's going to take a lot longer for the package, but if you got it from someone's box, it's like instant. But you still got to run out the damn radiation grenade cloud. See what I'm saying? So yes, I'm going to cover that bit and put radiation on that flashing airdrop. Cool. Now what do we do? Well, we did hear shots in this direction, and the airdrop, the real one, not the flashing one, is right here to my right. And I'm over here looking for, starts with a C, ends with a W. Yes, crows. And if you're saying to yourself, Jet, you're not going to see crows. Hold on, let me explain this to you. When you hear crows, it's real. When you see crows, it's fake. What I mean? Crows won't spawn unless you're looking at that exit. So, like, 2 people can be there. Oh, speaking of 2 people, that's gotta be a transmitter. That's gotta be a transmitter. There's a gunfight just happened here. The guy who won left. That's gotta be what happened. But yeah, in short, the crows, if you see them, it don't mean anything. They only count when you see them and hear them simultaneously. Unless they fixed that bug, which hopefully they did. Okay, so no crows here. Cool. Let me just test that transmitter theory. Let me just test that. I might just go ahead and leave.
Say you are a killer. Can you stay alive now when you are a threat?
So, let's run back the encounter, shall we? First kill, IZH-43. Cool. Second kill, guy who had an ADR. Cool. Third kill would be, the third kill would be the damn guy in the barred house. The fourth kill is this man right here. The fifth kill that you thought I'd get, I did not get. That guy who died with the radiated airdrop that I put radiation on via comm station, that shit don't work. It don't. So, technically 5, but I'm not counting blades of grass or plates of grass. I'm out of here. Because when I tell you that first clip you seen, multiplied by 3. And I thought to high heavens that this encounter right here, it was going to be like one of those encounters. Okay, you know when you're like, right, okay, so look, if you're a car guy, you know what I'm about to say to you. You're riding around in your daily, right? And all of a sudden, a fleet of damn Dodge Chargers and Challengers pull up next to you. ah, that slow ass car, man. I can't, like, and you ain't shit, bruh. And they drive off. That is what this encounter felt like. Let me go back and get the M82 and I'll come back and we can talk. Like, let me go back and get my actual damn race car from the garage and I'll meet up with y'all, beat y'all in a quarter mile. That's what that's what I thought this is going to feel like. But, as it turns out, this was a pseudo zero to hero. I say pseudo, it's not a real thing, but you probably will never see that from me. And it is what it is. Anyways, people, extended episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, peace.